Good evening all. Today I will discuss on some geometric definitions. Those are, the first one is circumcenter, second one is encircle center, and third one is excircle center. So I will come to the topic one by one, and at first I will start with the circumcenter. This is the topic that I have came across in the last video while discussing some uh, trigonometrical problem. Okay, so the circumcenter is that if I take any triangle and I divide these sides equally with perpendicular line, the lines will divide these three sides equally perpendicularly. If I take this line which is perpendicular to this line, let's say it is A, B, C. So if take this line and it is perpendicular to the BC, it will divide BC in equal parts. That means this side and this part will be equal, and same way all these three sides. So it will meet at some point. This point is called circumcenter. Circumcenter. Okay. So the first one. So as per definition, the point where the perpendicular bisector lines of any triangle meets is called the circumcenter. Okay. So the next point is encircle center. The next point is encircle center. So first we have to understand what is encircle, then the center, automatically we understand where the center of the circle. So for that, if I take a triangle, okay, so I am dividing this time the angles into equal parts with some lines. Let's say this is one line which is dividing the angle equally. This angle, let's say this is A and B and C again. So it is dividing B in equal parts. Some lines it is dividing C in equal parts, and on some lines dividing A in equal parts. So in that case, all conditions are that angles are divided into equal parts. That will meet in some point. This point is called encircle. Okay, encircle center. Okay, so if I draw a circle with the center, and it will, if I say it is touching the three sides, then this circle is called the encircle, and the center is called the encircle center. Okay, now if I take this and you know that any tangent to the circle, if I draw a line connecting to the contact points of the tangent, it will be a perpendicular. So similarly, you will find some lines which may or may not be equal to the same line, and may be deviation according to the type of the triangle. Okay, it will be a different one. So this is needless now to discuss, just for understanding I am saying. So the topic is that encircle center, and the encircle is this one where the angles are divided into equal parts by the lines, and it is meeting at point. These are encircle. The third topic is that excircle center. So first we have to understand what is excircle, then we will come to the excircle center. Here the similar way, if I for the discussion purpose, I am extending all the lines little bit outside. because it will be helpful to explain. Now let's say I am taking B angle, so I am dividing the B angle from inside to the line, let's say this one, and other two angles, the external angles, I am dividing equally with this line, this angle equally this line. So this will meet at some point. This is called the excircle center. Okay, so this is, you can understand, while dividing B in equally internally and other two externally, I am getting this point. So this could be the possibilities for other cases also. So there must be three such points surrounding the triangle. So yes, definitely the X circle will be of three quantity, where if I draw any circle, it will touch these three lines. In the exaggerated figure you can see, you can understand. So if I take the center and draw, so this is the X circle for this line, and similarly other two circle will come on these sides. Okay, so there are three X circles for any triangle. So these are the X circle centers. Understood? Okay. Now coming to the type of triangle. Why I am just going to discuss the type of triangle? Because this three topic that I have discussed, it have some relation with the type of triangle. The type of triangle is, one is your equilateral. Okay, equilateral triangle. Second is isosceles. Third one is scalene. Okay, third one is scalene triangle. That one is scalene triangle. So what is that? The first, if I take the equilateral triangle, so equilateral triangle, all three sides are equal. These are equal. So this is the basic definition. And if I say this all three sides are equal, then the three angles must be equal as per the characteristic of the triangle. The first thing is that equilateral triangle have all three sides are equal. Then comes your isosceles triangle, where the two sides are equal, one side is not equal to the other two sides which are equal. So if I say these sides are equal, this third side will not be equal to the other two sides. So here, if I take you further, then as because these sides are equal, the base angles should be same. This is the again the characteristic of the triangle. So this is isosceles triangle, and the third one is the scalene. So third one is scalene, means here none of the sides are equal to each other. None of the sides are equal to each other. That means all three angles are different to each other. Okay, so this is three kind of triangle. Now why I am saying, let's say this is a equilateral triangle. So for this case, if I draw the incircle and if I draw the circle considering the circumcenter, both are the same point I will get. Why? Because the dividing line to the angles, the lines which are dividing to the angles, and the lines which are dividing the sides equally are the same line. There is no deviation in the line, because this line is dividing the angle equally and the sides equally. So for this case, the X circle and the incircle, the circle considering the circumcenter as a center and the incircle are the same. That means here the circumcenter is the same point as incircle. Okay, and the X circle is definitely different because this is lying outside the triangle, so it won't be the same. The X circle is different. Okay, now if I take the example of isosceles triangle, here you cannot find this characteristic because the angle, this one is not same as this angles, so the dividing line of the side of the angles cannot meet at the lines which are equally dividing the lines. It cannot be, and the same is for scalent also. So for scalent and isosceles triangle, this in the circle, in circle center and the circumcenter cannot be same. Only it is exceptional for equilateral triangle. Okay, so I think it is a very interesting subject to understand. So that's for now for this video. In next video I will come with more sums. Thank you for now.